This is the Express, the train that appears in pretty much all of the game's promotional material. It has the capacity to travel the universe, which is pretty impressive really. Legends say that it has been traveling for thousands of years until it broke down and was forced into storage until a red-haired lady came along and got it running again after so many years, but we'll get to that.
Wow, it's been so long.
Because today I want to tell you about the people who are able to create these things and how influential they are in this game's universe. They are called aeons. They are gods essentially, really powerful individuals or sometimes things that uses their reality bending powers in pursuit of their respective goals and beliefs. Those in the game's universe look at this and go, and so, whether these aeons like it or not, they would amass a following, a religion essentially, a social construct, a system of faith and worship, oftentimes of the supernatural or gods. Here in Honkai Star Rail, we have many religions that are called paths. And like religions, they have their own set of beliefs and attitudes that set them apart from each other. The followers of these paths would often form a faction in pursuit of their respective beliefs. Would you like to just explore the universe and see where it takes you? Or try to finish the border wall project to keep out all the refugees? Would you like to become a nerd? Or would you rather destroy stuff because it's fun? Sadly, free will is a lie, as we are created from thin air and told to go with the flow. We ended up joining the Astral Express because the only other choice we have is possibly getting dissected by a crazy researcher. The Astral Express follows the way of Avikili, Alikivi, Aviliki, Akivili. The Trailblaze. He, she, it travel on the Express, the train that Akivili made. Those who's interested can tag along and leave whenever they feel like it. These people seem to be who we'll be spending most of our time with. The Astral Express has a dealing with Herda, member of the Genius Society, followers of the Erudition way. They seek the universal truth, which is very fitting because this way the Astral Express can bring in some random unknown stuff and have Herda figure it out for them, as she runs a big space station for research purposes and personal storage. A win-win situation really. This is just a speculation though, because they didn't actually say what the deal was. Those in the Genius Society have in some ways received their call to arms, or in this case, call to study from the Erudition Eon, who was a computer? Is this Skynet? Anyways, those who still want it can still be a nerd elsewhere in the Intelligentsia guild, who unlike the Genius Society share their findings to the galaxy because they see it as a form of currency in their knowledge-based economy. The inhabitants of this universe are fairly connected to an extent, as this universe has its own SWIFT system on a galactic scale. They are run by the champions of the free market capitalism, the United States, the IPC. They are filthy rich bastards that throw money at all their problems, and it works. They license a universal translator made by the Intelligentsia guild, so they can get away with never learning the local language in places where they visit. All the factions so far has been on the peaceful side, as we have the Vikings, as I like to call them. They are the Antimatter Legion, commanded by Nanook, the Destruction Eon. Their only life goal is to invade people, just because. You also have the Stellaron Hunters, a wanted criminal group that is very mysterious. Like, we know that they hunt Stellaron, but other than that, we don't even know what Eon they follow.
What master do you serve? What master do I serve? What am I supposed to say, Jesus?
And the hell's a Stellaron anyway? It's a cool looking gem that brings death and destruction, a familiar concept really. Talking too much about it would essentially be spoiling the story, so here's a general theory. The Stellaron could have been a creation of some random eon to further some unknown purpose, and these hunters going out of their way to hunt down these things are doing so with guidance from a person in their group that can see the future apparently. And that is just about it for what you should know to understand what's going on in Star Rail. It's a short video with barely any spoilers for the early story because it's better that we experience it for ourselves. Not to mention the story progression may change, as is evident from the first beta. But right now the background framework is fairly solid and I doubt much of it will be changed when the game releases. Though if there's any noteworthy development changes, I'll be sure to put a note in the comments down below. Like and subscribe if you like these types of content, and I'll see you next time.